Hi, good morning. This is Dr. P.K. Sendil Kumar, Assistant Professor, Department of Exercise Physiology and Nutrition, Tamil Nadu Physical Education and Sports University. Today topic is carbohydrates need for sports performance. Any success in sports depends on three factors. One is the genetical endowment, second one is the state of training, third one is nutrition. These three factors majorly influenced on the sports performance. Achieving quality health and peak performance, it is essential to learn what to eat and how much to eat. And also, it is important to learn body's nutrient needs and categorize those needs and learn the food to meet those needs. And also, you must learn about the food choice and read the labels and evaluate the foods. Through these scientific inputs, the athletes create the personalized food plan. So the food only they provide all kinds of nutrients. So when you are consuming the balanced diet, only we can able to achieve the all kinds of essential nutrients. So where we get that essential nutrients is through the food which we consumed on regular basis. So when you are consuming this food through the plant sources and animal sources, we can able to meet out this adequate amount of carbohydrate, protein, vitamins, mineral and water. So through sunlight, the plants are capturing the energy through the photosynthesis and stored in these different parts of the plant. Some of the plants store their energy in these roots. Some of the plants store their energy in these leaves and stems. And some of the plants store their energy into seeds, flower and fruits. So after we consuming these plant sources and animal sources, the food is converted into chemical energy. This energy can be used by our body for producing or creating various movement. Thereby we can able to perform the sports in excellent manner. Through the participation in sports or exercise, we require adequate amount of balanced diet. That diet must be composed of carbohydrate, protein, fat, vitamin, mineral and water. So before going to discuss the carbohydrate needs of an athlete, you must understand what is this the basic nutrition. What do you mean by the meaning and definition of nutrition and sports nutrition and balanced diet. So nutrition is study of food and nutrients and their effect on health, growth and development of the individuals. After consumption of the food, that one not only it will provide energy, it also helps to improve your health and overall growth and development. Based on this knowledge, if you are applying this knowledge into this sports situation, that is this the sports nutrition is the application of nutrition knowledge with the intent of maximizing this sports performance. So if you want to improve your performance or maximizing your performance, you need to understand the balanced diet. So the balanced diet refers to intake of appropriate types and adequate amount of foods and drinks to supply nutrition and energy for the maintenance of body cells, tissues and organs and to support normal growth and development. If your diet must be provide appropriate types, that means all the cereals, pulses and grains and vegetables and fruits and milk and milk product, and meat product, and sweets and oil. These 5 food groups, that is these 5 types of foods that must be present in your diet with the adequate amount. That means this RDA, recommended dietary allowances. If you are having these all these appropriate 5 food groups and adequate amount of nutrients, that will supply sufficient amount of nutrients, that means carbohydrate, fat, protein, vitamins, mineral and water. These nutrients provide energy for the maintenance of your body cells, tissues and organ, that also support your normal growth and development. Your diet must be in moderation. So anything is moderation is good for health. So moderation refers to eating in moderate amount of foods, not too much and not too little. If it is imbalanced, you may achieve all these 3 macronutrients. So these 3 macronutrients, that means carbohydrate, protein, fat, only provide energy for your bodily functions. The body also requires adequate amount of vitamins, minerals, fiber, and other water in order to function properly. There are more than 45 nutrients we need on daily basis. Thereby we can able to perform physical activities in sufficient manner. So that 45 nutrients are, one is from this carbohydrate, that means glucose, 2 is from fatty acid, 9 is from amino acids, and 13 from vitamins, and 21 from minerals, and 1 from water. If your diet is providing all these 45 nutrients, you may able to perform your activities with a more efficient manner. Here we are going to discuss carbohydrate needs only. So the carbohydrate recommendations before, during and after the exercise is most essential, because carbohydrate is the primary energy source for all kinds of activities. Carbohydrates chemically composed of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen, and 1 gram of carbohydrate provide 4 kilocalories of energy. With these points, carbohydrates are classified into 2 major types. One is simple carbohydrate, another one is complex carbohydrate. If your diet must be in complex carbohydrate, thereby you can be able to achieve adequate amount of starches and fiber and glycogen. Thereby you may be able to get this more energy for longer period of times. If your diet is composed of simple carbohydrate, it will directly enter in this bloodstream. When you are consumed, when it is digested, it will quickly depleted. So that your diet must be in complex carbohydrate. So that complex carbohydrate take 4 hours to digest, and gradually it will provide energy for your muscular activities. So the carbohydrates are broken down into glucose. Most of the digestions will occur in the small intestines. The small intestines absorb the glucose from the carbohydrate, and it then circulated in these blood streams. Some of the glucoses are used for immediate purpose, for immediate requirement of your normal physiological functions. That means circulation, respiration, digestion, and so on. And then rest of the glucose is converted into glycogen, stored in the muscles and liver for the later usage. Whenever the demand is raised by your body, this stored glycogen may converted into glucose and provide energy for your sport. So this glycogen has been stored, only is a limited amount. See, in this glycogen in your muscles, you can able to store only 1600 kilocalories, and then this liver, it is limited only the 400 kilocalories. Around 2000 kilocalories is only possible to store in your body. If you are consuming excess carbohydrate than the recommended amount, that excess carbohydrate converted into fat, not as a glycogen. So consumption of more glucose molecules or more carbohydrate will not stored as a glycogen. So mostly the sportsman, they needed adequate amount of carbohydrate based on their intensity and based on the type of activities they performed and then duration of the activities. Here the RDA recommended dietary allowances of carbohydrate is the daily carbohydrate need is the low intensity and skill based activities required only 3 to 5 gram per kg of body weight. That means around 179 kilocalories to gram to 294 gram carbohydrate per day. So in case of moderate intensity exercises, if you are performed 1 hours per day, you may require 5 to 7 gram per kg of body weight. That means 294 gram to 400 gram of carbohydrate per day. If the person is performing endurance type of sports, that means moderate to high intensity, 1 to 3 hours per day, the carbohydrate requirement is 6 to 10 gram per kg of body weight. If the extreme commitment, moderate to high intensity, if the elite sportsman, those who are take part in sport, they may consume 8 to 12 gram per kg of body weight. So as per the recommendations, the total intake from these your calories consumption on regular basis must be from this carbohydrate is 45 to 65%, and protein is 10 to 35%, and fat is 20 to 35%. So this is these RDA recommended dietary allowances. So apart from that, some of the athletes are believing when they performing the sports, they have an adequate amount of carbohydrate loading, they can able to perform better. So some of the athletes believing the carbohydrate loading is provide adequate fuel during the competition, thereby they are focusing the carbohydrate loadings. Most of the coaches suggested if the athletes having this adequate amount of carbohydrate, they can able to perform the activity or exercises, or they can able to participate in this competition for longer period of time, for which they are using the method is this carbohydrate loading. This recommendation is they are based on this the 7-day program, so 1 week schedule they are prepared. So the first day they are tapering the exercises, that is these higher levels. The carbohydrate intake is adequate amount, and then second day they mixed diet and moderate carbohydrate and tapering this exercises. They are reducing the intensity and consuming the complex carbohydrate is the terminology. You see here the 7th day, the high carbohydrate diet and tapering the exercises. When they perform 100% of intensity, and then the 80% of carbohydrate is consumptions, and gradually they are reducing this intensity, they are increasing this carbohydrate intake. Thereby, the high carbohydrate diet, that means 400 to 800 gram per day depending on this body weight, about 70 to 80% of carbohydrate calories from this carbohydrate. So where before we discussed the RDA recommended diet allowance only the 45 to 65%, whereas the elite level sportsman may consume 70 up to maximum 70% of total calories must be from this carbohydrate. So based on these suggestions, most of the athletes are using this carbohydrate loading before 1 week of the competitions. They are reducing the intensity and increasing the carbohydrate, thereby they can able to store this glycogen. That stored glycogen may be helpful during the competitions. So the same intention is this, the timing of nutrients is most essential. The timing consumptions, the pre and during and after. The timing is a strategic approach to how much and what and when the athlete eat before, during and after the training and competitions to maximize training effect and reduce the risk of injury and maintain these healthy immune functions and helps with recovery. So for which to maximizing their performance and reducing the injuries and maintaining these immune systems and recovery paces. For that purpose, they are consuming these how much they should consume and what should consume and when should consume is important. So nutrient timing is a system of eating meat and snack in related to the planned exercise programs. So the structured training program is there. The based along with that the structured dietary plan also most essential to meeting this requirement of nutrients. So the nutrients requirement before, during and after is here in this table I given. See here the intensity of aerobic exercises may be in 10-kilometer run. So the duration may be in 30 to 90 minutes. The before the event 20 to 25 gram of carbohydrate is needed, and then during the competition 30 to 60 gram of carbohydrate if they are consuming is good. In case of they may not be able to consume, they may go for sports drink in the form of a carbohydrate drink, that is this isotonic, hypotonic and hypertonics. So the carbohydrate, the amount of carbohydrate present in this drink is depends upon the type of sports drinks. That also most important. And also after the exercise, the recovery phase is most important. Here this every 10 to minutes before start of the exercises, they have to consume adequate amount of nutrients. That means in the form of sports drinks or other form of simple carbohydrate. So all the individuals should consume a pre-meal sometimes between 1 to 4 hours prior to the exercises in order to maximize their glucose level, blood glucose levels. And carbohydrate intake 3 to 4 hours before the exercises, the average should be in 3 to 4 grams. So every hour they have to consume per gram body weight. So the carbohydrate recommendations is most essential before, during and after the exercises. In the same way, the intermittent intensity and moderate intensity and moderate to high intensity, they recommended that the 20 to 25 gram of carbohydrate loading. So that loading is most essential for providing sufficient amount of fuel during the competitions, and before the competition is most essential to loading the carbohydrate. So thereby the athlete can achieve the performance with the help of adequate fuel supplies. Without these nutrients, we cannot able to perform the activities. So take these points into your training programs. Whenever you are planning your diet, you should focus on what to eat, when to eat, how much to eat before, during and after the competition is most important. Thank you for your listening the classes. We meet in this next video regarding protein needs for the sports performance. Thank you.